think if I were to give a name or a movie title to my life and career, it would be The Agony and the Ecstasy. And, I think starting a business takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and the desire to really follow one's passion. And I think of the story of Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel and the struggles with the Pope and all those struggles between following your dream and negotiating that with your patron, your consumer, the market, and just the struggles of making your dream a reality. So I think The Agony and the Ecstasy would probably be a perfect title.
Hi, I'm Neil Foley. My profession and my passion are both product design. If my life and career were to be made into a movie, it would definitely be something from the future. The title that comes to my mind is The Design Alchemist. Now imagine for a moment, when I design, I extend my hand into the future to borrow from the future what belongs to the present. My dharma and karma is design.
Wake up, Neo. The Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit. Knock knock. If my life were made into a movie, I would call it as Matrix, because Matrix really revolutionized the way the movies are being shot, the movies are being seen, and the movies are being shown. I would like to do the same thing with my designs, because I simulate my designs, thus making them into reality.
The possible title could be Invisible Horizons. In fact, when Pramati first asked me this question, I told her, Pramati, I'll have to concoct a name, as I've hardly followed films or sport or anything much else apart from the world of art and design. And as I record this message now from Colombo, experiencing Jeffrey Barber's beautiful design in architecture, one can't help but acknowledge the power of design in impacting and improving, enhancing our lives. For someone like me who studied computer sciences and now to be immersed in this profession of design, there couldn't be a greater reaffirmation of what I've always believed in, and that's to follow one's dreams.
So my life story or my practice, I would call it as in between. That will be the title of my work and practices. Starting with my career as a mechanical engineering graduate, and then doing industrial design from Domus Academy and an ID. My earlier practices were, placed between engineering and design, and some of the things I did was kind of in between these two fields. And then I moved on to, this purely in between field of, design art, which is the works that I do of late, which is installation, sculpture, some of my collections, design collections. They all fall in between design and art. And that's a kind of work I like to do. It's a zone I would like to be in, and the future I think I would be in.
So ELLE's asked us to make this video and send it to them, which encapsulates our life and career as a movie caption. So what do you think?
I'm not doing it.
You have to do it, you don't have a choice. It's ELLE. It's ELLE DECOR, so you have to do it.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, I gave it some thought, and what about an evening in Paris? Because, we love that city. We like every day of our lives to be like an evening in Paris with food, wine, people. It's just amazing. So I think that's fun.
No, too cheesy. What are you thinking?
I don't know. You tell me, what are you thinking now?
I'm thinking Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and many more. Because every day of my life is like that.
Oh, that's too dramatic. What about luck by chance? Because our career and everything that's happened with our life is just all luck and chance, and from being business students to designing homes, it's all luck all the way.
I don't know. What about 49 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, we like it dark. So yeah, 49 Shades of Grey is great. I like that. Okay. So our life and career is 49 Shades of Grey.
Pramati, I am really glad you twisted me into doing this, because it made me think where life has been. The film which resonates most is Forrest Gump, especially the line where the main character says, "Mama, life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." And I think back, and I started life with chemical engineering and moved on to study business at graduate school in America. And if that wasn't enough, very soon to study development economics at Princeton. Then made a sea change and ended up in investment banking in New York, and then moved to Hong Kong. Then I gave that all up and moved to India and founded Karma Ayurveda with a bunch of friends. And soon after, We Are Home with my sister Divya, where we initially started off with product design and then moved on to interior design. So it's been quite a journey with doing lots of things. And now I look at the chocolate box and wonder what the next flavor is going to be.
If there was a film to be made on my life, it would be called Data Overload. If you don't get it, you are not with it.
You know, I can think of so many movie titles for this because apart from design, I'm also a movie buff. If I had to sum it up, it would be the agony and the ecstasy. Because the process of ideating is ecstatic, the result is ecstatic, but there's a lot of agony in between. But I guess it's like childbirth, you know, it makes up for it.
Hi, so the title of my movie is The Great Indian Paradox. My career started with the gold and silver wrapped thrones, which won me my first EDIDA, coincidentally. And post that, I designed the Bori and the Gada thrones, which worked with the idea of Jugaad, street side innovation in India. So it's the contrasting cultures of India, where Maharajas and peasants and Bentleys and bullock carts coexist and coincide into a very unique visual language. I would like to shoot the movie with those juxtapositions, and of course the paradoxes are not only so much in material and visual culture, but also in the irony of how things are produced industrially and through craft. So it's the high and low and mastercraft and jugaad that really will inform my practice.
If I had to give a name for a movie about my life and career, it would probably be something like Tufan Mail. Tufan, because that's the storm of ideas, of the things that are happening, the excitement around us, living on the edge, of trying new things, pushing ourselves. And Mail, because it's train. Much of our life is about a journey, or the journey of all the people we work with, the wonderful craftspeople that are so important to us. Our practice, AKFT, the production. Seeing new places, seeing new things, experiencing new places, and somehow being different from when we started. It's kind of beautiful, very Indian.
Actually, more appropriately, I think music has been more influential in my life, and the way I have conducted myself over the years, how I've grown up listening to some amazing singers from the 60s and the 70s, the Woodstock Story. You have Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, Deep Purple, the protest songs by Joan Baez. The political views have been shaped by quite a few of these amazing artists and singers. You have Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple, like I just said, and of course the songs, the lyrics, and it has influenced a lot of my work and the way I conduct myself with people and how I am with my workers and my staff. That all has played an important role.
So well, I don't know about any movie title as such, but then maybe if it was any title, I would probably pick on the monk who sold his Ferrari. The reason being because I feel that Prateek and I over here at CLO, we believe in living a life to the fullest. We also believe that as creative people, as artists, as designers, all of our jobs is to sort of provide more and contribute more and more beauty to this world today. And I think our endeavor would be to continue doing that to as much as possible.
The title for my life would be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's because I see myself as two ends of the spectrum. My personality is either too holistic or I get really vile and evil. But yeah, so I even at work, in my personal life, I'm always very obsessed about things that I do and or completely relaxed. So yes, I am Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.